morning, Beach Bum Apprentices. Today we're going to take just a quick walk on Whoosh Island. One of the most frequent questions I've received, it's actually two-part. Where do you find your shells and how? Where? All over. There isn't one particular place. Look at that. So close. So close. There isn't one particular place in the panhandle that I go to all the time for shells. Depends upon the weather, wave action, time of course. How far do I want to drive? What time do I want to get up? Winter shelling is a lot different. But you can see Fort Walton Beach does have shells. You just need to look for them. Every beach is different. If you're not finding shells somewhere, you just need to pick up and move. Oh, here we go. Sandala. Here we go. Nice cockle. Scouting and movement is important. And friends have said, power shelling ain't easy. I've been to Sanibel several times and not found shells on the beach. Any place on the Gulf Coast, Florida's Gulf Coast, after a storm, easy shelling. Easy money pickings. But to be consistent, you have to move around, watch the moon, go at odd times. I've been shelling after work at night, in the middle of the night, before dinner sometimes. Fishermen talk about June grass. Oh, here we go. And you can see this morning, lots of June grass. Look at the color in that Kina. Really cool. Whereas yesterday at the beach I was on, no June grass. So again, if you came here either for fishing, swimming, or let's say you go somewhere just for shelling and you post somewhere there are no shells. Well, there are no shells right where you're looking. Pick up and move. Same thing with fishing. If there's too much June grass, sometimes it's only 100 yards down and the water's clear. Same thing with shelling. So the history of the sand dollar for me, it's one of my favorite shells. When I had visited Pensacola Beach 4 years ago, I know you can buy sand dollars in the beach stores, but I had never found one. And that week, we found, between my wife and me, we had found 5 sand dollars. And here we go. There's one there. See, you just look for the hole there. Look for the corners, the colors, the edges. Sand dollars are falling out of my hand here. And after that, actually during the trip, I asked her, what do you think about moving to Florida? And as you can see, we made that move within a couple months. And since then, I have been blessed to shell all throughout Florida and love every beach. Another beach hack for you. Pick up some of the trash that you see. And maybe that gives you good, well there you go, good mojo or juju. Now that's a nice one. That's a nice one for panhandle. And you have to be careful. Another beach or shelling hack with sand dollars, because I've already broken one. So I'm teaching from experience here. Be careful with them. You put them in your pocket, almost 100% chance they'll be broken. And if you're fortunate enough to have a bunch, you better figure out a way to carry them in different containers, or different holding styles. Meaning you can't have them all in one hand. You'll definitely break them. Another thing, like the one I just picked up, there you go. And around here, we always find small, well I shouldn't say we always find them. When I find them, I have, they're generally smaller, similar to the sand dollars. So that sunray Venus I found a little while ago, you can see, unless you're shelling after a storm, generally in the panhandle, especially in the summer, you're shelling small shell beds like that. And you have to have a keen eye to find those smaller shells. I don't have a keen eye. I just have a little bit thicker glasses. And my brain is looking for, again, the colors, corners. Things like that. Alright, looks like we have some pretty good shells up ahead. So I'm going to pick it up a bit, carry you along, and we'll meet back up. So you can see, as soon as you get away from those beach cliffs and you have a more gentle slope, you start finding the shells. Open sand dollar, clams. And the one thing, it's easier for the Gulf to drop that shell on the beach and not wash out versus the waves hitting that cliff. But if you're in a spot like that that has a sharply angled beach, it's just my experience, you won't find many shells. And that's when you pick up and maybe drive a couple miles down the road. And as I've said, I've done that a lot of times. When I'm into hardcore shelling mode, I will drive round trip 40 miles, Sandala. Just stopping at beach crossovers, look quick, walk up and down the beach, and nothing's there, move on. There we go, that's a nice one. Surf just brought in. Okay, so while I find, either I'm gonna put that in my pocket or grab a bag, quick inventory here. So this morning, woke up, smelled the coffee, and thought, well, I'm just gonna drive down the road and look for shells. That's not too bad. Looks like half a dozen or so, and I'm not even done. Half a dozen or so sand dollars. It's pretty good. And we haven't had a storm recently. Just have to know where to go look and to put in the time. See how I pick that up? Sometimes you get a little bit of sand underneath. If you pick it up straight up, generally you'll break them. So try to pick them up from underneath. Another tactic, look for colors, pieces. Like in sand dollars, the holes, and walk slowly. So here I am going really fast and almost missed another sand dollar. Don't always worried if a beach is packed. That up, because sometimes people aren't looking for corners or tips or colors. They want to see that full shell easily presented to the eye. Mini olives are pretty cool, and that's what you have to do. Train your eye to look for pieces. Okay, so I found that one. There you go. Another one right next door. So time for another quick inventory. Running out of spots to carry the shells. And you can see there's nothing planned, and you just have to get a cup of coffee and come out sometimes. That's not too bad a haul for a half an hour, 45-minute walk. Telling there. Little beach cleanup. Shelling along, and I look ahead. And a bunch of mermaid perches. Crab condos. Best view of the Gulf. Look at that. Well, after that quick walk, found probably just over 30 sand dollars, and want to give you a quick recap, and I'll post them on the screen in a moment. You just have to get out and look. It's not always about the where and the how. The where is the Gulf beaches. The how, work hard. Sometimes you have to leave a beach to go a half mile down the road and find a shell pack. This morning I walked probably 3-5 miles, and I would say found a pretty good handful of shells. So y'all keep watching. Please remember, like, subscribe, maybe post a question or private message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Remember, keep working on being a beach bum.